Good morning. Today is surgery day, and as you can tell, I'm excited. So it's about time for us to hit the road. So let's get going.
Switch it up.
So yeah, I look a mess because I could not do anything to my hair or put anything in it. So yeah. But anyway, so now I have to get dressed. I'll try to come back before the procedure. Time in a little while. So hopefully I will be able to chit chat a little bit before we start. Yeah. And now the surgery began. I wanted to do a follow up video really quickly on my diagnosis and now my surgery. Um, I wanted to actually record the day of the surgery and kind of give same day follow up, but that wasn't working. So I am now, what, 3 days? So 4 days post surgery. I had my surgery on Wednesday. It was a brain surgery. They actually went in through my wrist, if you could see those holes. They went in to my arteries through my wrist and they fished the tools that they needed to do the brain surgery straight up my arm, through my shoulder, my neck, up to my head, and did what they needed to do. The surgery was supposed to have been about an hour. I want to say they wheeled me into the room about 7:30-ish, and I was waking up in the recovery room at about 10:30. So I'm not going to say all that was surgery time. I don't know what time they brought me out and moved me to recovery, how long I was there, any of that. So I don't know how long the surgery actually took. I do know that I was starting to feel a little way as they were prepping me. I think I started to get emotional, and there was a tear or two that dropped from my eyes. And so one of the, I'm not sure if she was a doctor or a nurse, but she offered, I think she was an anesthesiologist, and she offered to give me something to calm me down until they gave me the anesthesia. And that actually worked because I don't remember very much after that until I woke up in recovery. So when I woke up, ironically, I wasn't in a lot of pain in my head. The pain was all through my arm and my shoulder some. So I was still having headaches, and the pain in my arm, they gave me, I know they gave me regular pain meds, like a step above Tylenol 800, because they didn't want to give me too much that would mask any kind of problems or anything, that kind of thing. So I was limited on what I could take. The night was long because they actually had to question me and go through the process of their checking everything every hour until I left the next day. So every hour I was answering questions. What's your name? Where are we? What year is it? What's your birthday? Lift your arm, hold it there, lift this arm, follow my finger, blah, 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 all this stuff, right? And I was making a few jokes as I usually do. I'm not a comedian, not extra funny at all, believe me. Don't listen to my family when they say that I'm funny. But so I wasn't like in a bad mood or grumpy or anything like that, but I was in a bit of pain, and it was uncomfortable, and I couldn't sleep. So, so that was a bit much. Since being discharged, I have noticed a few things that are different. And I noticed that as I stood up, like to go to the bathroom or something like that, I noticed that my balance and my equilibrium were off. Um, Several times when I tried to leave the bathroom, I like fell into a wall and the door or whatever, just trying to stay balanced and try not to fall. And my I'm not gonna say my vision was impaired at all, but I did have to focus a little bit harder, which um, was surprising to me. But the biggest thing has been my balance and the pains in my arm. I think I showed you earlier. It's kind of funny because it looks like somebody with fangs bit me. Um, so I've been receiving a lot of phone calls, a lot of text messages, and I'm so thankful to my family and friends that have checked in on me and called. I had some visitors over the weekend that came to town and stayed with me, which was really cool. Thank you. Um, so At this point, as you can see, I am sitting in my office at my desk. I wanted to get out the bed for a little while and move around, so I came down here and sat in here because the lighting is better. So that way I could sit and talk to you guys for a few minutes and kind of share a little bit about where I've been in this process and what I have been going through. I do have a follow up appointment, a 1 month follow up appointment with my surgeon, as well as I have to have an angiogram, another angiogram in 6 months to make sure that the aneurysm has closed and absorbed itself back into, I guess, my brain. And make sure that everything is okay. I am extremely thankful that everything went well. And I've been walking around, thank you, Jesus, thank you, Jesus, thank you, Jesus, all day for days. Not walking around because I ain't been doing a lot of walking, mostly in the bed, but hopefully I'll be doing more walking each day as the days pass. So I I don't know if I'll need to share anything between now and the 1 month appointment. Not sure, but if I do, I'll jump back on so that I can add on to my diagnosis journey and keep you guys posted on what's going on, how things are feeling. I will say this though, I have noticed. I don't know if I mentioned that when I originally went to the hospital when I found out I had the aneurysm, I was having I had a high blood pressure. My head was killing me. I had some numbness in my toes. My arm, I had some numbness in other places. I was feeling nauseated, some other things. So I kind of felt like it could have been some stroke symptoms. And as I was driving to the hospital, I my right side became more and more numb. And when I arrived, they mentioned that my eye was drooping. So they jumped into stroke protocol at that point. And it was a lot because I was there a day or two. And so obviously I was very concerned because they looked concerned. And I wasn't getting a lot of information in the beginning. So that made it a bit worse. So at this point, I was really worried. But as of today, 4 days post surgery, I haven't been having very much numbness in my toes at all. They did increase my blood pressure. They put me on blood pressure medication and they increased it before the surgery because my numbers were still high. I believe the numbers have been very normal. I know she told me that once I got everything in control, she would take me off the medications. So I am looking forward to that. I do want to impress on you guys how important it is for us to get checked out, get tested if we're feeling funny about something. I was at a graduation. I'll talk about this in another video, but I literally had 10 family members. I think I went to 9 graduations and had 10 family members graduate because we had 2 graduates in our household and then other family members, some in Virginia, some in DC and Maryland. Oh, and the Tidewater area, Newport News, Hampton area. So I had been traveling to graduations, um, going to graduation parties and that kind of thing. And right before I got on here to record this video, I had posted a little thing on Facebook and saw a post from the dad of one of my graduates. and he was commenting about a gentleman, and this was just a week ago. Yeah, a week ago, that he was commenting about one of the guests that was at the graduation party that I was at. And he had received a phone call. I didn't look at the date, so I guess it was sometime today or very recently. He received a phone call letting him know that that gentleman that came to the graduation party had passed away in Atlanta, after they returned to their home. And it kind of it was it's hard to hear about people my age or people younger than me that are passing away from complications from this and that, or not knowing things that are going on in their body. Like, I didn't know I had an aneurysm until I went to the hospital, and it was extremely concerning for me because, as I mentioned previously, all the aneurysms that I've ever seen were when they burst and the person died, right? So I was extremely concerned when I was told that I had one, number one, and that I had to have brain surgery. So just hearing this about this gentleman, and in my own family, my stepdad, his sister passed away this past week. Just since I was let out of the hospital, she passed away, and had been battling cancer for a while. So, she was a bit older than me, but not a lot. And we are too young to be leaving this earth. Like, I plan on leaving when I'm like maybe 95, maybe 98, somewhere around in there. I was saying just yesterday, I was talking about how I want to be old and sitting on the porch drinking, a sweet tea with some lemonade. I mean, not lemonade. Well, you could put lemonade, or sweet tea with extra lemon, just kind of enjoying life, rocking in a rocking chair or on a little swing or something, doing old people stuff. Because, by that time, you shouldn't be traveling a lot because you don't want to fall and break a hip or something like that. You want to stay in the house on a ranch or in one floor, just one. So, hearing about my family and friends and people I know and, acquaintances dying at 50, 55, 45, it's just a lot. It's a lot. So I implore upon you to go to the hospital, get tested, check out stuff, make sure you're good. I promised I wouldn't do these videos too long because I have a very short attention span. So if I'm watching a video and it does not keep my attention, I will be either off or asleep or something else. So I don't want to talk your head off, but I just wanted to give you an update of where I was in my journey. I wanted to implore upon you to go to the doctor to get tested. I'm sorry, I'm talking to you and I was playing with the chain on the phone. But go to the hospital. I mean, not hospital. Go to the doctors, get checked out, make sure everything is okay, that your numbers are good, that the body is working good, and all of that good stuff. They say that there's certain activities that you can take advantage of that will extend your life expectancy and, lubricate your joints and keep you from having pains and stuff. you know think about it, because we want to make sure that we're here a long time. We want to make sure we're watching the grandkids and great grandkids or whatever we're going to have. We want to watch them grow up. We want to watch our kids do things and excel and celebrate life's beautiful moments. Beautiful. Before I go though, I was just looking. My hair is really curly and juicy today. I like it. My colors are, they tend to be kind of an ombre-ish type thing. I know this has nothing to do with what we were talking about, but I told you my attention span It's kind of crazy because I kind of normally dislike my hair earlier in the day because when it's still damp or wet, it's like so flat. But as the day goes on, it gets bigger and bigger, and I kind of like that. Um, Also, one of the things I tend to do throughout the day is pick at my hair. So sometimes you will see me and it'll be all over the place because I've been pulling on it. All right, so back to my point. My point was I care about you guys. I want to make sure you get checked out. I want to make sure you're good. I want you to be watching my videos for like 20, 30 years. You know what I'm saying? Just kind of subscribe and like this video and click subscribing, the little bell thingy where you click the little bell thingy so you can be notified when I post a video or whatever. So, you know what I'm saying? Just, support a sister. But anyway, let me know also about like what you might want to talk about, things you might want to hear, because I would love, 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 love to be able to talk about some things you want to hear. I had somebody already ask me if I was going to do like a Q&A type thing where they could learn about me. This person was recently introduced to me and found out that my YouTube channel was starting and they wanted to subscribe and know more about me and blah, blah, blah. So that was cool. But anyway, okay, I'm gonna stop talking. I'm gonna stop. So make sure to follow me so you can hear more about my diagnosis journey. Share with me, what you've been through. If there are any major medical type issues that you've had or overcome or dealt with family members, share it in the comments. Let me know, you've been here with me this entire video. Leave a heart and the little heart with the little band, the medical band on it, the band-aid or whatever you call that thing, on it, and a peace sign, because we're wishing everyone love, peace, and soul. What was that? Soul Train, right? Love, peace, and soul. Love, peace, and soul. Yeah, that was it. Anyway, so if you've been here with me the whole time, leave a heart and a peace sign in the comments. Share with me whatever you feel like sharing. I would love to hear about it and maybe talk and share about that as well. All right. Enjoyed talking to you guys. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. Bye.